what bothers me partly about this pull your music from Spotify thing we went through is like all the artists that were vocal are artists where their demographics are probably the least to be impacted of their listenership compared to some genres or newer artists where their fans, this is all they know.
Yeah.
And so it's easy for somebody who knows that all their fans have their music on CD to say to take a stand, but for other people that depend on this ecosystem to reach people, it's different.
Yeah, and those artists have had 3 or 4 different chances to resell their music. They're legends, their careers are long ago made, and when I think about how this affects an indie musician who's just trying to build a career, it's like, are you taking a principled stance or are you truly punishing your fans? Because our last data thing that we did for CD Baby Payouts said that Spotify accounted for, was it 44% of our artist streaming revenue? So
Yeah.
just say that 44% of your fan base is on Spotify. So your principled stance is now going to like wipe out half of your listenership. And if you're truly at that point in your career where you're really building an audience, that also means they're probably not loyal enough to want to jump through any other hoops. They're not going to go subscribe to Tidal or whatever else to hear your music when they're already paying Spotify. They like Spotify, and they're probably not going to, go to SoundCloud or Bandcamp or anywhere else. So then you're really just punishing your fans. That is the biggest thing I worry about.
Yeah, I think that's something that artists have really struggled with since the adoption of streaming. We spent so many years in the music industry having one dominant format, whether vinyl, a CD, or downloads. And in those situations, vinyl and CD, you went to a store, you got the CD. But in the download era, iTunes reigned supreme. So it still felt somewhat similar, even though the economics started to shift and how much you got paid and all that. But then with streaming, we saw just a fracturing of the fan community and how they consume music. And so, as independent artists, you are trying to reach as many people as possible. And that's why at CD Baby, we say we distribute your music to all these platforms all over the world. Because for an independent artist, you want anybody who might potentially be a fan to have the opportunity to hear your music. Because ultimately, you are in that brand building stage where you are building things. You are not in that stage of just like, all right, I've collected my fans now. How do I best capitalize on this situation? Most of us aren't to that point yet. So it's like having your music everywhere is critical for people to find you, especially independent artists. When you're doing live shows, it becomes a little bit more obvious to you in the real world when you go to a show and you're talking to people and this person says, "Oh, I'll look you up on Apple Music." Someone else says, "Oh, I just saved you on Spotify. I'll check it out on the ride home." Someone else says, "Oh, we use Amazon," or they say, "Alexa, play this band." You realize very quickly that all those people, it's not like when they don't find you on Spotify, they're going to go, "Oh, wait, I've got Apple Music and I've got Tidal and I've got all these. So if you're on any of these, we're good." It's like, no, that's not how it works. Most fans are picking a platform and that's where they're going to go. And if your music isn't there, that's
Yeah.
your loss.